Whew. I gotta, God dang. See if I'm back on or not. We back? You guys see me out there or what? Oh, let's see if we're back again. Oh yeah, baby. You're back. I had to reset my reset everything. I'm like, turn off my computer, like fucking. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Anyways, the 1330 was down here. When I was giving you the time earlier, it was down here. It wasn't the time that you were seeing the 53. It was lost the trade time was down here. Just so you can see it, it was still that 1335. Hold on, I gotta repost it. Hold on a second. I got a bunch of crap I gotta do. And I didn't go to the bathroom either. So I'm like, still, I should have stopped to go to the bathroom, but I didn't. Hold on a second here. Well, it's a good thing. So it's funny because I'll at least get I'm not gonna make any money off the stream today because I played that song earlier. And I need a piss bag. I need a diaper. I need a fucking diaper, dude. So I'm not gonna make any money today because of the fucking playing that song. but I guess making a new video would help with some of that if anybody comes back. I bet you people were like, "Oh, dude, we're going down. He ain't ever coming back on today. It's gonna be terrible." Hold on here. Hold on. I love NASDAQ. I cover it all. So we cover it on Sundays. So I check in with NASDAQ throughout the week. But I don't trade NASDAQ with the group. But I wanted to start. I was wondering if I cover it. If you guys, normally in the morning or at least once a week, I'm like, yeah, let's talk NASDAQ or Tesla or Apple or Amazon. If you guys have specific questions about NASDAQ, it's easy. I trade S&P 500. So the reason I trade S&P 500 is because it's easy. It's not as fast. It's slower. It's a little easier to trade for people. But I do cover NASDAQ. So if you ever want like coverage on NASDAQ, there's a super chat button down there. And if you're like, hey, I want his opinion on this. So we can get rid of all this stuff too. Look at that. We can get rid of all this stuff. All that shit's been taken out. So we're going to start looking at new pivots down below. But I don't mind. If you want to trade NASDAQ with me, I take trades on NASDAQ specific tickers and stuff like that. And like longer time period trades. But if you're looking for like coverage specifically, like a nighttime video or something like that, we just added weekend stock trading or stock picking. That's mostly NASDAQ. And they're all winners. Like every single one of them, they're all fucking winners. If you're looking for something more like, hey, will you do like a recorded video at nighttime where I cover actual NASDAQ? What do I expect? We only cover it on the show once a week. Sundays I try to cover it with people, do Fangman Plus T. But for this show specifically, it being like, for this show specifically, what I wanted to do was teach people how to trade regardless of what they're trading. So if you're trading NASDAQ, this works for it. If you're trading S&P 500, it doesn't matter what you're trading. This works for all of it. This is the easiest one, and this is the one that most people trade. The one thing that I don't want to turn into here, too, is some people try to gain followers by trading stuff people are trapped in. And I don't ever want to be that guy either. I'm not trying to gain followers here. Believe it or not, I'm trying to make people make money. So I do cover a lot of tickers that are NASDAQ related when it's appropriate. So you'll find people here that know that I trade Tesla. But when I trade Tesla, right, I only give a signal every month, 2 months, only at the moment to actually buy Tesla. It's like Tesla's a prime example. Like, you should have bought it at $100, right, or just after it. You should have bought it at 156, just after it. The rest of the noise from that point forward, I don't really listen to too often. I wait for the next buy signal on those tickers. So for me, at least, if you trade NASDAQ, there's a bunch of stuff that I do. I do still trade that NASDAQ. So like a lot of the tickers that I give to buy or that I'm buying in my portfolio are all NASDAQ or mostly NASDAQ, mostly NQ stuff. But these are proven winners. Like they all have great quarters. They all have year-over-year sales, profits. They're great companies. I don't focus a lot on Fangman plus T, which I should. I just don't have the time. I wish I had the time to make a nightly video so I could cover, always cover Bitcoin, always cover metals, always cover. It takes an extra person to do that. So right now we've got Binky working on the show on Sundays with Winky. We've got myself running the live stream during the day. I would fucking love to have a third person that would cover like all the major indexes and then cover Fangman plus T. That alone takes, just that alone, that stuff right there takes about an hour, hour and a half every night. So if you're out there watching right now, if you're interested in doing that with me, I can teach you how to do it. And the cool part about it is you can show the up trade, the sideways trade, and the down trade, and not get caught with being wrong. Just to give a market viewpoint of, hey, this is where you buy a dip, this is where you get bearish, this is where the sideways trade is, and this is where the up trade is. What bulls need to do is what bears need to do. This is what the Theta Gang needs. If you're out there watching right now, and you ever want to join us, we're looking for somebody actively to do that video, to cover Fangman plus T. And I would work with you. I would do live streams with you privately if you wanted. With nobody watching, I would do them live with you every night for a week or two or whatever you want. We are looking for someone to join the team. It's just not easy for people to do that. Like you need a computer, a couple computers probably. Well, on this one, like if you didn't do a recorded video, if you just did a live stream at nighttime for a market recap, and you felt like confident can you on your own privately, could you go through Fangman plus T right now and give an idea of what you expect, up, down, and sideways? If you can do that in like 15 minutes, quickly every day, if you think you can do that every day out there, contact me. I would work with you. If you have no experience with live streaming, if you can do that effectively every day, well, most days, not every day, but just generally speaking, you don't have to be right all the time. A lot of people are wrong most of the time. So if you think you're right most of the time, not eventually right, like you're right most of the time, then give me a shout. More than willing to add someone to the team. So it's more time. It's very time consuming. It's very stressful. You need to know a lot to do that every night. And you probably need access to the tool. Like the tool dude beats everything. It beats all this. Like it beats all this shit. Like beats it all. Beats Gex. Beats beats Gamma. Beats all of it. So once I have the tool out, I can give it to someone to use, so that they could give those updates every now, those forecasts. because you can actually see what individual tickers are going to pull back more than others, where to buy specific tickers, where you get long signals, that kind of stuff, and short signals. This is Spy Pump Room, baby. Yeah, so I don't use MAs. The closest approximation I can give to them is right now is I got a 60 EMA right now, a 27 EMA, and normally it's EMA 30, and then an EMA 116 to 129. Depends on the day and the week. Right now, that's what it's set to. You'll do it? Connor, send me an email at CaptainJimJames@gmail.com, and we can talk, man. Send me an email, and we'll talk. CaptainJimJames@gmail.com, and we'll chat. If you're interested, I'll spend the time with you too. I'll spend the time actively doing this with you. We can do dry runs over and over and over. It's fairly easy to do. It's not as hard as people think it is. We just as an example for today. Let's look at tomorrow. So it's 2:11 in the afternoon, right? We don't even know what's going to happen here. I'll give you guys exact. So if I was on FinTwit, break out your notepads. If I was on FinTwit and I was giving somebody what to expect, it's fairly simple. It's not as hard as people think it is. It's not as hard. So we know that we just came into a new quarter, right? We know we came into a new quarter. We have Valhalla up here. We know to trade this Valhalla trade, right? It's a Valhalla trade at 450. We know to trade that, we have to trade above this, right? Remember we drew this big box in last week? See it right here, right? Fairly simple, right? It's really kind of neat because you can be like, you can be on like FinTwit or some shit or YouTube and be like, bulls weren't able to get above 444.05, right? Bulls needed to get up there. They couldn't, could they? Sell it down, sell it down, sell it down, right? So for bulls, it's kind of funny how you do this stuff. Hold on a second here. We do it at SPX for it, make it easier. So you don't see all this slop. All right, delete the drawings on this page. But we have to put, this is all of the, this has all of the, yeah, delete all the drawings in this chart. This has all of the, this has all of the what on it? The JPM Morgan collar stuff. I just deleted last quarter's collar stuff. So we're going to go look at this. So here's SPX, right? We had the previous high here. We had another gap up high right here. Right? Beautiful. We know that bulls can see the sellers are here, right? They're telling you, fuck you, no, we're going down, right? They sold it right here, right? Bam. They sold it right here. Bam. We're not trading 450 unless we get above, right? We know that. It's a known, right? We're not trading 450 until we get above. Make sense? And we're not even looking at previous highs here yet. Let's look at a daily chart. We'll do it right now together. We'll make this really simple. So right here, you got a previous high right here, right? You got another previous high right here. These aren't even the gaps. These are just the previous highs, right? We know that these, if we break above and hold these, that's bullish. There's the other one right there, right? We can get closer, though. We can look closer. So right down here, you can... I'll make it run over here. I'm not watching. Should be watching my trade right now, and I'm not. So, hold on a second here. I gotta watch a fucking trade in the background while I'm doing this with you guys at 2. Not paying attention. Not good. You guys are trapping me in some shit right here. Not paying attention to myself. I'm losing money. Yeah, they're trying to sell me down here. I'm not even paying attention. Look at that shit. Paying attention to everything but what I'm supposed to be paying attention to. So, I want you to see this here. Right? You got a gap right here. No real gap right there. I'm going to have to get stopped out of this shit. I'm just going to close this trade. All right, I'm going to pay attention here. God damn it. You guys got me fucking up. You guys caught me in a stream. Trying to bring somebody on. Okay. So just right here. It's SPX, right? Bulls need to trade above the previous high of 44.58.48 to trade 45.1437, okay? And 44.89. These are the targets on the high here. I want to be red. This one's going to be yellow right here. You got to trade, you got to keep it above, right? To trade this 451.437, right? You can see the buyers stepped in today, though. We know the sellers were stepping in for quarterly rebalancing. Put this on an hourly here for you. You know we've got a gap to close right here, right? And the other key thing here is that the SPY, or SPX specifically, $44.19. Right here is the hourly trigger right here. This is the hourly trigger right here, okay? HT on SPX. We know that bulls are in control if we trade above this. We know it. We already know it. We also have a true range down below here. So I want to show you this too. As you can see, the buyers pushed us up here to the left, right? Pushed us back up again, and they're stepping back in down below here. So we know that demand is here. We know that there's more demand below down here, right? We also know there's demand down here. You can see them buying here, right? We got a giant gap to fill down below. This is where Cap wants to fill. I want to fill all this down here. We also know there's some buyers down in here, right? So just for the rest of today, let's say you were going to do a, I don't know what the fuck that is. Let's just pretend that we're doing a weekly what our expectations are, right? Weekly what our expectations are. So on a 1 minute chart, price is below 44.09 on SPX. That's kind of bearish. It's not bullish. 5 minute chart, price is above the 5 minute 27 EMA. So I'm kind of bullish on this close here still to at least get up here and test this hourly trigger. See that right there? Still bullish on closing this. Also, though, heading up here, right? So what do bulls need to do today? Bulls need to get above the hourly trigger at 44.119.27 to see continuation to the upside to at least close the gap above at 44.45. Now, there's likely a hidden sell trade in here to the downside. It's where the sellers are hiding, right here. I know that you think it's right here, but I don't. I believe it's above. This is a bull trap to me. In that they're not trying to trade this down below. They're trying to trade it down to 4,200. So, if you were to write something or do a video every night, so there's 15 minutes just on SPY or SPX, right? You'd start this with bulls need to trade above 4,400 for continuation to close the gap above, and would like to retest that number, that 4419, for continuation to the upside. Right? So this is what bulls need to do. They need to trade up here, right? They need to confirm this and to attack this here, right? They need that minimum. And then they need to get above the previous high at 44.58.48 to go higher. If there's a sideways trade, that's fine for bulls as long as they stay above the hourly trigger. Everything is fine, right? Theta gang, what do they want? The sideways trade. What do they want? Right? They want to trade between 43.88.75 and this 44.50 as long as possible. As a matter of fact, if you were Theta gang, you might think, yeah, this is a great place to put on a theta trade in here, right? A sideways trade. Bears, what do they want? Sellers want to reject 44.19 and better yet, get a new low at 43.84 so they can begin to attack new lows at 43.20 down below. Right? So you like start with that you start there, but this is where it gets crazy. So if we look at SPX here, right? We start taking a real look at SPX. I can already tell you right now that this is not the place to buy SPX. I'd like to buy it down here. I'd like to buy this one right here. Look at that giant move up there, right? So unless SPY or SPX, resolves itself above the hourly trigger, which I don't think it's going to do, and I already see that we're already super max bullish on the daily, I think we're going to roll over. I think the trade on SPX is to the downside. I think you're going to get a rejection here. So if you want my take on what I think is going to happen, my take here is that you're going to get a trap and you're going to trade 43.48. Okay? Likely even lower. You're going to get a relief rally here, and then you're going to make your way even lower over here. That's what I think. Because I can see Velo telling me no. Velo's not at the bottom right now. So until it resolves itself above, or until SPX resolves itself above 44.2171, I am looking for places to sell the market. Does that make sense? So if price can come up here, I'll draw it out for you. So if price at any point can get above, consolidate, then yes, we can have continuation to the upside. There's your green right there. Make sense? See it? Continuation above hourly trigger. But we're not perfect in Velo, are we? See how down here, you see this down here, this nice low Velo? I always love buying that shit down there. So I expect us to sell down into this daily. Then I'm looking here in this daily and I'm like, I don't know, man. We haven't had a correction in a long time. So if we break below this daily trigger here, right? Let's say we break below this daily trigger and we hold it. Then I'm maybe looking for the weekly. And I already know that every 3 or 4 months, we're going to get a correction. So if we start to break below and hold 1, 2, maybe 3, 4, 3, 4, that's the next leg down for bears. And it's likely at 4,200. It's like right there. You know what I'm saying? That looks kind of funky. Now, the intraday trading stuff means nothing, right? But you could probably take this and use this for everything a bull and bear needs, and look at this stuff down here and say, yeah, probably due for some kind of corrective move here. The down move is likely not over. We're likely going to trade down to 43.40. And there's a possibility that we're going to go all the way down and trade this weekly trigger. We normally do it in a bull market. Bull runs, that's what we normally do. Now, if we resolve to the upside at any point, we resolve above 44.2277. Bulls, if you can do that, get above and hold it, we'll continue higher. Does that make sense? You guys understand what I'm saying now? So if you want to do videos with me, we can literally write this stuff every day and review it every day. We could literally put this on a chart like this, right? And watch price every day and give a review every day to say, hey, bulls are now winning. We're above the hourly trigger. You know what happens when we get above the hourly trigger? We fucking blast off. We moon that shit. When we get below the hourly trigger, what are we doing? We're selling it, right? Selling it, selling it, selling it, selling it until we find a bottom in velo. Does that make sense? As soon as you start seeing velo come up, you can then say to a seller, hey, man, I know we're continuing down right now, but we're going to start looking for a bottom to buy, a dip to buy. Start cashing out down here. We're getting close. Does that make sense? And start looking for a turn higher. It's kind of neat. So even right where we are right now in the market, right here, I'm expecting sellers to come in. That's what I'm expecting. Sellers. They're going to try to step in here, and they're going to try to tee off on you. Now, if they fail, you'll see we'll squeeze above it, we'll hold it, and start going higher. We could probably take a long trade for, a week or two, 3 weeks, something like that. And it's usually a beautiful fucking thing. They're like rockets, dude. So until that happens, do you get what I'm saying? This is part of that trade. Bam, 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 we're down again. And how do I know in here how to get long again? Watch my cursor here. You'll see it right here. Price will begin to, let's say we bounce off this yellow line right here. Right, we bounce, boom. Price will begin to recover. It'll actually confirm the leg is higher. And that's the long trade right here. Make sense? So if we don't even go down to that weekly, but we recover and confirm it on the daily trigger, we know we can then with confidence take a long again. Correction over. We didn't get down to the weekly. We're moving on. Let's go higher. That's on the 15th of the month, right? Here's the 12th. Here's the 17th. You see it? So when I say, yeah, expect this correction to last in the 15th, 19th, 20th, regardless of where price is, I know it's going to end somewhere in that time frame. Or I have a good idea that it's going to end around then. Like, that's the worst case scenario. So now just going back to this chart that we're looking at here, right? Kind of weird, right? Now you're just looking at this candlestick chart, and everyone out there has got all these special things, right? They got GEX, they got Gamma, they got, I don't fucking know, they got like, they got volume profile, market profile, they got news, they got all this stuff, and I really don't fucking care. I care about price. If price gets above here, I know we're off and running. If it holds, I know we're off and running. I know if price rejects and we start heading down, what that means. And I know that I have a high probability of winning most of those trades. So we're in a 5-minute chart right now. We still have not broken below the 5-minute here. Now, there is a problem here. the more time we spend doing this kind of shit here, checking, recheck, checked it again, checking it again right now, it can be bullish or bearish. This could be dealers right now that don't want to pay too, right? Dealers will come in here and fuck up shit, and then we make the move higher. We go back, maybe we trade this in the overnight. You lose on options. We get the price that we want, then we get the sell. So for me right now, still as a seller, then I'm going to give it to you one more time. The next sell is still above at 440. That's where the next sell is. If you're a bear on SPY, your next sell still is below 438.90. If you're a bear, you want to sell 438.90, or you're going to be selling 440.97ish, somewhere in there. It'll come down overnight, but for right now, if it's right now at this moment on price, you still don't have a sell. You still don't have a high probability trade to the downside where we are right now. You still don't have it. They lost the trade right here. To win that trade, they have to trade below the 30 EMA and close below the 30 EMA in a 5-minute chart. So you still don't have a trade here if you're a seller. No trade. Hey, what's up, E-Trading Shorts? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Yeah, they do, don't they? Yeah, they do. And you still don't have a trade as a seller right now. You have no confirmed trade. As a matter of fact, if you sold that and close it, you're getting smoked right now. There's still no trade for a seller here. We have to do a video. We have to do like a video at nighttime or this weekend or something where we make an actual, this is what this means and this is what that means. But I would love to have somebody come help, because if I could spend time with you, I can review it with you over and over. And as a matter of fact, I have the white paper. I'll just give it to you. Like, here, you read this. You read this, and it'll explain it all. It's fairly simple. Weak sellers. I love saying that. Probable bull trap still to the upside up here. I need someone every day. Not every day. I need someone willing to do a Sunday night, or you don't need to do Sunday night. I can teach you how to do it on Friday, and it works for Monday. Fairly good at this. But if you wanted to do it like Sunday night through Thursday, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, people want a recap video every night. They want the full package. They want a weekend stock show. They want Fegman plus T, Bitcoin, VIX, 2s and 10s, or gold. All that stuff's easy to do. It's all easy. Like, they want to look at silver and gold, and they want to look at Dixie, and they want to look at VIX. People like that. They would like to be assured of that stuff. They want to know what it means, but in reality, we need something for us, because what we're trading is making money. We're trading what hedge funds trade. I don't know if you know that. We're not trading what retail trades. We're doing what the hedge funds do. I don't know if you know that or not, but that's what we're fucking doing. We're trading what professionals trade. So that's different. So I need an extra person to help with it. And if we can do it over the course of 2 or 3 weeks, then I get you access to the tool you get your own tool for anyone else, and then we go out there and make these videos at nighttime. It's going to help people, because I assure you, my public presence on FinTwit oftentimes revolves around a lot of FinTwit not knowing where bottoms and tops are. Most of the time. Not all the time, but like 70% of the time. Like where a lot of people get trapped long or short is where I know they're going to get fucked up. It's generally speaking. It's fairly easy to see regularly, on a regular basis over time. So we have to be that for retailers. And we're getting to a point, we're very close right now to where we might just make this whole thing private. It's pretty close. The whole thing just goes private. We don't even have a public presence anymore. We're close. I don't know if we can continue to be public at some point. Depends on how this goes. So we might just be a closed group. And even then, I still want to do the videos for us so that we can trade this for a year. It's a fascinating thing that we're doing, so. Yeah, you keep the edge quiet so nobody knows. So. You do a daily stream for just the private group. It'd just be us. Nobody else. You'd still have it. It would just be us. It'd just be no more public persona. Which is fine. I don't know if we're going to do that, but I think it's probable. I think it's probable. It's definitely like a it's definitely, we're at a place where there's no need. So we'll see. Yeah, just send me an email to my Gmail, not to my website email address. And we got a bunch of stuff coming out. So over the weekend, I'm going to be talking to the devs and stuff and seeing where we are, where we're headed, which way we're going. Inner circle traders, I know. Yeah, if you guys are interested, let me know. And if you ever want to start your own thing, if you ever wanted to do your own thing, and you just want to work with somebody else or whatever, we can do that too. This whole entire project is focused on retail traders. There's never been a change. It's whether it works or it doesn't work, I don't know, but or I don't know if it works to where it could be self-sustaining, but this project still is based on helping retail traders have an edge. Have an edge. Like literally have an edge. I want you to have an edge on everybody else. And I know you motherfuckers are out there paying people like hundreds of dollars every month for no edge. I know you are. I know what you do. You guys pay for like shit that sounds smart. That has nothing to do with making money. Yeah, retail trading is a different thing. A completely different beast. If you want like sympathy and all that, or you want me to be like, I don't know, talk about your upside down trades every day, pop in for 15 minutes with a pink shirt on, light green shirt on, a bunch of colors in the background, you want to be that guy and doing that shit for you. I'm going to make an entire fucking army of fucking, I'm hoping that I can make an entire like class of baller retail traders. If I can make like, I don't know, fucking 10,000 baller retailers. Like if we can be a part of that movement where retail actually has an edge over fucking banks and hedge funds, that's some huge shit to be thinking about, right? Exactly. You can like turn like an entire class of retailer that'll make fucking banks shit their pants. Fuck that. That'd be bad motherfuckers. Like talking about like a whole generation of traders just like fucking scare the banks. Remember you guys remember when was it a SoftBank or some shit? Fucking all the boys from the big banks were like, how dare they They're messing with the sovereignty of our stock market. It's like they figured out the trick. They had more money than them. This is our market, not yours. You remember when that shit went down? How dare you buy $5 billion in calls on all the Fangman plus T stocks? We were supposed to sell this market. Then you teach a bunch of retailers how to trade S&P 500 en masse. or NQ, doesn't matter. You give like the best tool they'll ever have. You're like, I hate you, Cap, to trade in the S&P. Like 10 years, you'll be an old guy, and you're like, God damn it, I fell in love with the S&P. You got it. You got it. You got it. That's right. That's right, Kuzik. Yeah, that day is possible. There is that day possible to ban retail traders. That's possible. It's definitely if you guys get too smart. If you guys trade together as a group, like a large enough group, like responsible, you're actually informed and responsible. You're like an ape with a suit. You're gonna piss off all of them. I assure you. You're gonna piss off. You're gonna piss off Wall Street. Guaranteed. They don't mind you losing all your money in GME. They definitely don't want you winning all your money in the big boy stocks. So, 10K degen's easy. Yeah, exactly. Responsible in retail. Well, you know what I was talking about this the other day? I was talking with a buddy on the phone. I was like, it was on what fucking day was that? It was on. I was telling a buddy, I was like, did the last closing bar on July 3rd, I think? Like, we had a big red bar to the bell. And I was like, that's why you don't want retail running this shit. Like, they're out. Like, once they make their money, they're gone. Have you ever had retail running the stock market? It'd be a shit show. It'd be a total shit show. You like want real price discovery? You would love that chaos. 440C trading 22 cents right now. Ping ponging around. Into the close. If you're a seller out there, there's two places for you to sell, okay? You want to sell a rejection below 439.28, or you want to be selling above at 440.97-ish, somewhere in there. You're going to be selling this or selling a rejection below with stops above, something like that. You sell that right there. Or you're going to sell a squeeze in rejection. You'd sell that right there. My take right now, if you're just joining us, is overall bullish on the year. I'm not bullish yet on this quarter. I need to see us trade above the hourly trigger and hold it to get bullish. Until that happens, I am looking for continued downside for the quarter, or at least not like the whole quarter, just a viable dip. So I am bearish here until we resolve to the upside. Intraday trade, bullish. Bullish to 440.97. Yeah, I was wondering, Binky, if there's a sideways day tomorrow, and then we go down on Monday. Squeezing higher now. So intraday, I'm bullish, just if you didn't know that already. 440C is trading 26 cents. 28 cents. These weak sellers have come down. They're now right here, just so you know. I think. Let me check. No, they're right here. They're right here. These are your weak sellers here. It's a 1 minute chart. You will get a reaction here. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Your PT4 is the red bar. And then your next probable, the probable bull trap is higher at 440.97. That should be the next trade down. Let me check on SPY real quick. Yeah, it's still up here. It's actually higher. It's right here. Yeah, I like the idea of that's not so much selling. I like the idea of the rotation trade into middle of July. Not middle, but like the 15th and 19th. It's not really selling, it's more rotation. I like the idea of that. And then I like the idea of finishing now July is normally a positive month. Without a lot of volatility. So I know I'm saying that. I'm saying that I want to see that weakness into July. But we didn't have a very volatile June either. So even if it's like sideways and down, doesn't have to necessarily be like doom and destruction. I just like the idea of like 2 weeks of rotation, and then we make our way higher for the rest of the quarter. I'm going to trade S3 right now at 440.03. PT5 above the hourly trigger. You saw earlier that sellers lost the trade down here. Continuation higher. 440C trading 29 cents right now. We have weak sellers here. We know that the strong sellers are above at 441.05. Trading 440 flat right now. Yeah, I agree that there's a window of weakness into the 19th on expiration. Yeah, I agree with you there too, you trading shorts. I'm on the downside trade for the month, so I'm on it until the 19th. Trading 440.03 right now. Just tagged S3. You're going to be looking for another check down below to make a move higher to 440.97. Have a big, nice gap above HYG that needs to be filled at 74.29. If price can get above 73.85 and hold, we should close that gap from now into Friday. NASDAQ attempting to close its gap right now, trying to trade. If it can hold, not hold, but if it can pull back and then confirm the move higher, NASDAQ trading 15,103.53. It can close its gap above at 15,200. IWM coming back as well right now. VIX with a giant gap to close down below at 1420. I'm on 440 Cs right now. $440 They're going to try to burn them into this bell, guaranteed. And I'm not willing to pay for the 438s. Dude, 438 Cs were 24 cents. They are now up. 438 Cs now trade $1.91. 439 Cs trading $1. Those are up 400% right now. 2:51 in the afternoon. You guys always hear me. I'm like, I'm always early. I'm gonna close these out right now. But if you guys want to stay long, have at them. And they're like Captain Paper Hands. Oh no. Remember, every time I put this up, we tag it, and then the bears come out and say, Captain was bullish. I don't know why, but I don't know why they come out and yell at me. And this will change over time, too. So as the time passes, this will come down. Your probable bull trap will come down as hours pass. So bulls have to get a move on. They don't have a lot of time to get up there. You are looking right here to find, so on a 5-minute chart, let's look at a 5-minute chart here. What are we looking for here? I do want to warn you right now, we're getting close to a 5-minute bull plane. I want you to see it before it happens. There it is right there. If this yellow line crosses and price stays above right here, we're going to get an explosive move to the upside right now. We're going to straight rocket ship this right up. Now, if price breaks below, we have to then wait for the 30 EMA. And this is going where you're going to get your explosive move to the upside. And what you'll do is you'll come up here, and we'll get this nice move up here, right into the close. Get ready for a squeeze. God damn it, I gotta play the fucking music. Look, can I play the music this time? Let me play the music. Finally. No, not the porn downloads. I don't want the porn downloads. Nope, nope. Naked pictures of my wife. Nope, can't see those. Can't show you guys that stuff. Oh, we got Bulltown music. We can play that. We can play Bulltown music. Can they do it? Can the Bulls do it? I'm on 440 Cs. Four minutes left. We're going to find out if we get the sideways trade, if we get the down trade, if we get the up trade. If they roll it, we'll look for this trade tomorrow. Don't get trapped in here if stops on your calls. Minutes left. Dude, I gotta take a picture of my feet for you guys. They're all fucked up. I got like poison ivy, poison oak. I got like bug bites all over my ankles. Like river rock rash. 440, 10 just then. Address that in just a moment. You can see 45, 4,600 this month. I can too. You need to get above this to get it though. Cannot see it unless you get above this. You cannot see 4,600 without being above 4,100. Guaranteed. You have to be above the hourly trigger. You don't have a choice. There is no trade up there unless we're above it. None. You must be above it. You don't have a choice. It's the only way that we get up there, believe it or not. The only way for bulls to see 45 or 4,600 is for us to be trading above 4,400. Otherwise, we're in a corrective action period. We need bulls buying calls. We need bulls to believe. I see it on the quarter. I don't see it on the monthly until we get above 4,400. Dude, Freddie Stacks, dude. I love your... If you're watching right now, Freddie Stacks, I love that post you just gave. Three o'clock power hour, baby. Where are we going? Yeah, I gotta take a picture for Joe right now and send him. And dude, I got like my feet are kind of banged up too. I got like bruising and shit. I'll have to send Joe a I bet you there's a hedge fund right now looking at me right. I bet you there's a hedge fund out there, right? Look, going, that motherfucker wrote weak sellers here. Oh yeah, baby, here's the cross right here. Here's the cross right here, baby, right here. You got it. There's your cross right there. Bullplane, baby. Here's your retest of it. Oh, yeah. It's an ugly looking shark. He's kind of fucked up. He's got some jaw teeth. And he's swimming right here. He's coming right here. What else we got? Nah. I need more. I need to get new music. What up, Diego Garza? You guys miss me out there? You like having me back to make some free money? I missed you. You want to see my feet? Hold on, hold on. Let's take a picture of them. Hold on. look, I tried to take the gnarliest picture I could take. Want to see how banged up they got? God damn, look at those things. This is the top of my feet. Let me take a picture of the bottom too. Hold on. Dude, look like I got fucking. Look like I get so fucked up. Let me take a picture of the bottom too. Hold on. I have puncture wounds in the bottom of my feet too. I'm gonna send them to Joe. Hold on. Hold on, I'm gonna try to put. Give me a second here. I'm actually in a trade right now, and I make sure we're doing this. You could have a liquidation break in here. Careful of the liquidation break here. Something like this, then you get your move. You know, the other thing that's a problem here too, these fucking sellers, man, you know, and I'm a seller too. You know what they're gonna try to do, right? Is trap you in here and then bring this down overnight and then send you lower. If you're a bull, be really careful of being trapped in here. Like into this bell, you could have like some euphoria, and they're trapping you for tomorrow. So let's take a look at that real quick. Yeah, they're trying to sell right now. They're pissy. They're stinky. They want their sell earlier. Dude, these fucking bears, why are you so early? Why is a bear so fucking early? Like, why can't you just, like, chill? Like, they're always early. Like, you never see them right now. They don't care. They're just like, we're selling, man. We're not waiting. I'm just like, can you just give it a minute? They're always early. Always early. It's always like early. Just have patience. If you're a seller, just have fucking patience. Hey, they don't care. I've done it. As a seller, I've done it. Just straight revenge trading. Oh, see that? Weak sellers, bro. I already ran him over. It sound right, boys. So like right here, I think the thought process here is that I think the idea here is that they're trying to pin this so the hourly comes down and pushes them down. So let's take a look at SPX real quick. I mean, it's close. It's pretty fucking close. I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to fucking trap it. There's still room, though. There's still like a tiny bit of upside here. I mean, it's really close. Let me bring this over for you. I mean, it's close. Hand grenades and horseshoes. This is SPX, right? Nope. Nope. Come on now. I mean, it's so close. And I'll go over the JPM caller with you this weekend, too. Well, I'll do a show this weekend. I mean, they're trying right here. You can see on this green bar. This is a 30-minute chart, right? They're trying to sell this right here. And, you know, they're trying already. They just don't care. Like, place my trade and leave. They're early. I think you get one more green bar up here. Then comes the real sell up here. But if not, right, they don't really care because when we come into tomorrow, their plan is on Friday to sell it and have a bloodbath Friday in store for you. So I don't think that they care. We're so close right now that they don't care. Now, ES, same kind of deal here, right? So here's ES chart on a 30-minute chart. They're like, we don't care. If I was trading ES though, I want you to know that you don't have the 1 in 5 minute on your side. So you don't have this on your side. So we're still likely going higher. If you wanted to place to short ES, I'm telling you, it's higher. It's like, it's here. It's like somewhere in here. And then the break below, and then you're like short as fuck right there. It's not where we are right now. So I'm still with the bulls on this one. For the moment, I'm with the bulls. There is something to be said for where we are right now for the bulls. If you're trading futures, this shit is ready to rip to the upside. Like, this is bullish, not bearish. I want to show you this right here. Can we go lower? Yes, but this is like, it's like, get the fuck out of the way. This is where you're like selling right here. See it? CES, you're selling this. You're like maxing out up here. You're taking your money and running. Roll it lower. And now it's kind of looking like at least 44.58. So it depends on what your poison is here. They're trying to sell it down right now. What's funny is that ES is going up as SPY is going down. So ES is still going up right now. There's a little bit of a roll here, but it's way more dramatic right now. in SPY, they're laying it on thick in SPY right now. They're trying. They're gonna get run the fuck over though. So, or in my view, they are. Or ES is gonna go to the moon, and SPY won't. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at ES right now, and ES is like, we're here to go higher. So ES has a divergence right now, a major divergence to the price of SPY. So SPY is down, looking ugly, right? ES is like ready to explode to the upside. And it's got 2 green bars where SPY has red bars. All this doom here in SPY. What are you telling me? You telling me ES is going to fucking, you telling me ES is going to 44.58? And what, you're not going to let the SPY go up there? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Like, so much doom. So much divergence right now. So salty. Salty, weak sellers right here. Super salty. Salty, salty, salty. Super salty. That's where the bull trap is, right up there. Right up there. It's not down here, it's up there. So salty. That's odd. My 5-minute chart on VIX is saying there is no gap down below. Yeah, there it is right there. There's my fucking gap. giant fucking gap on fucking VIX. Gap to 1425. Salty bears, man. So salty, so touchy-feely. I don't know why. You just short this right here. It's so easy. It's too fucking easy. So salty. I guess the only thing that I could think of here would be if there was a pin into the close here. And then they would get, like, if you get the pin into the close, then you get the hourly coming down. And that's where the roll is down there. They could try some smooth, they could try in here. There could be like some kind of like, as we get closer to the close on these days, you could see some like, we've seen this before, right? They can't get it done in cash market. So they like sabotage the last 5 minutes of the close, or like right at 4 o'clock, it starts selling down. It's like a room full of boiler room full of old guys, like just hammer trading. Let me know if you're bearish in it tomorrow or bullish, because I'm bearish in it tomorrow. I'm sideways and down bearish in it tomorrow personally. If we trade this today, I'm bearish in it tomorrow. If we trade this, I'm bearish in it tomorrow. If we trade below this, I'm pretty much bearish in it tomorrow. Let me know if you are too. If we squeeze higher, I'm interested to see if we roll back under and then we start selling it. I'd like to put some more money here. I've got a downside trade on already, but I'm looking to add right here. Let me know in the chats. You guys are usually pretty good at this stuff. Let me know in the chats if you're bullish or bearish in it tomorrow. Like if we've had a couple down days, Fridays are usually pretty green. So I can understand if you're bullish in it tomorrow. I'm generally bearish still. I'm not bullish until like the middle of the month. 19th, 20th, something like that. Yeah, I've got pictures here. Should I just put one up on the screen for you? How banged, dude, I look like I have I got fucking like VD on my feet or something. But it's all like bug marks and I survived the 2-hour crash of July 6, 2023. Yeah, I don't think we're done going down. Hold on one second here. Maybe I can at least show a picture of it because my feet are all fucked up. Like between the fucking, I got puncture holes in the bottom. You guys want to see like, I don't know if you can see that or not. Like my feet are fucking banged up, dude. Like straight banged up. I don't know if you can see that. I get like big scratch marks. You're neutral bearish in it tomorrow. Yeah, I am too. I'm pretty bearish here. Like I'm not on a bullish feeling for tomorrow. We haven't had a correction in I think 5 or 6 months. So we're pretty much due for it. Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it, Binky. Yeah, I'm on like this and I'm not really bearish on like the market per se. I'm more bearish on like nice dip buy for the quarter and run it up. I bet you a bunch of bears out there. I bet you there's a bunch of bears out there that are like seasonally we're down in September. I think you're going to see your highs coming into August and September, like big highs, like gnarly highs. And Q4, let's talk about Q4 too. I'm fascinated on like they're gonna run the earnings into, so you got Q2 earnings were good, right? So Q3 should be good into their earnings. What they should do is run up into, we should find out when the big earnings, I don't know the dates, but you figure that we should run up somewhat into Q3 earnings and find out what earnings, if earnings are good or not for Q3. But I think they're going to be good. I've been around. Like, I want you to know that when I'm not here, I'm doing a lot of traveling. Like, I'm here, I'm there, I'm at a lot of shit, and it's fucking packed out there. Like, people are spending money. You might not be, dude. It's like wall to wall people everywhere, packed. Wall to wall out there. It's like, it's good out there. Like, people are spending money. People have money. People have things. They're not, dude, I go out to eat, dude, and it's like no joke. Like, I'm spending what people get paid in a week, and the fucking restaurants are fucking packed. I'm like, dude, is everybody making everybody's got to be making six figures, right? People have to be. They got to be, because there's no way that shit's sustainable. Are you seeing it? Yeah, revenge tourism. I can't believe how much money is still out there. Like, I can't believe it. Like, I can't go out to dinner with like a real dinner, like not even nice, just like decent with the wife and kids. $300-$400. You do that 2-3 times. That's not even the nice restaurants. Nice restaurants, $500-$600 a night, easy. Nice bottle of wine or two, $800,000. That's just one meal. Like, you figure 2-3 meals a day, some drinks here and there, places like that. It starts racking up. Yeah, there's got to be a rate raise coming. There has to be. I agree with that too. Still squeezing higher. Still in my fucking calls right now. I think if you're a bear, I still think if you're a bear, the trade down below is up at that probable bull trap. I think there's like a big snapping, like whoosh. But I'm not bearish on the economy right now yet. I'm not. I can't be. Like, no one's fucking going broke right now. I want to see blood in the streets of the economy, and I'm not seeing it. Not yet, at least. What do you guys think about Twitter? What are your thoughts on Twitter? Anybody out there? Man, it smells like a bankruptcy, man. Like, smells like Chapter 11 to me. Like, you roll all your debt into Twitter, and then you bankrupt it. You keep it running. I don't think you close it. I think you keep it running. I know about the shit with Google underneath the surface. They don't have a contract, or they didn't, and then maybe they do, but they don't still. I wonder, man. I don't know that Threads is the answer to, I don't know what the answer is. I still smell that migration, though. Like, that's the one thing. I've been around social media since the beginning. I've been around since the Yahoo days, AOL Messenger days. I haven't been around. There's some previous days before those. There are some really, really old ones, but dude, I've been around enough of these things. I've seen those mass migrations, and like Reddit smells like it's ready to do it. Twitter smells like it's ready to do it. I don't know that any of the offerings are it. The current offerings are it, but dude, it fucking smells like it reeks of it. It's like Reddit smells like it's ready to go. Dude, stock twits. Yeah, like, I get that it has a place and stuff, but it reeks of it too. Like, Google's kind of shitting right now itself, or at least its search engine is. They're underneath the surface. There's a war going on. When I smell it, man, it's usually bizarre how it happens. Are they really? I didn't jump on Threads yet. I was going to, but didn't have the time. I don't have the time right now. I got onto Blue Sky, but still haven't had time to get there yet either. I'm not even on Twitter right now. I have no time to get on Twitter. It's like trying to just manage all this stuff. It's taking time out of my day. And I know that's the other thing too. People are saying that, right? Like fuck Facebook, fuck and I get that too. So I don't know if Threads is that answer. Do all the old people head over? Like, all these people. Like, one thing about Facebook is it trapped so many people into their own little private Idaho or some shit. And then not only that, but Instagram's a weird thing too, right? It used to be for people graduating Facebook, and then it became like a business pump place or something. So I don't know that these are the answers to it. I just smell the migration. Do you guys not? How about this? Do you smell the migration? Like do you see it? Because I see it. I don't know where it's to though. Normally you can see where everyone's going. Yeah, that's true too. I still use Facebook Marketplace, but that's it. I haven't used Facebook in fucking 15 years. So something like that. You think Elon's going to win it? Yeah, I don't know if he does or doesn't. I think the only way, in my view, how Elon wins it is he declares bankruptcy. I think he declares Chapter 11. They reorganize, and he washes all that debt. It's very common to do that, right? Something like that. Yeah, so I was a Dig user. I was a Fark user. So Fark led into Dig, right? And then Dig ran into Reddit. Right? And then Reddit's now a fucking shit show. If you can go that far back, then you know about all these different. I don't know what the Reddit alternative is either. I don't know that it's decentralized. The one good thing about these platforms is their ease of use. Like, we know that, right? Dig was like that too a long time ago. Fark was the same way. Like, you have the key points here is ease of use, right? It's always ease of use. Some form of freedom to do whatever you want. As long as you're not trying to kill people and stuff or yourself. And then there's some kind of non-profit motive. Like, make just enough to make money to keep it running. And then I think ease of use is, in this case, ease of use is critical. And the other thing, I think if there was one platform that could do it, I think it's still Discord. I think if Discord had an open road, it would probably be the if you're kind of sectioned up. Like, when you go to Discord, you look on the left hand side and you see all the servers that you're a member of. But if you logged into Discord every day and there was a front page to Discord, then I think, and you could explore Discord, right? Like, oh, there's this going on and there's that going on. I'm going to go to all the movie Discords, or you're going to have highlights from all the movie Discords. Maybe there's a channel that you have that can be publicly posted based upon the best reactions or something. I'm sure they could write this roadmap where we're making these two channels in our Discord public, and the most liked posts go onto the front page of Discord. I think they have the best infrastructure to do it. But I still don't like their closed server layouts. It has to be something public. That's one of the best parts about Twitter and Reddit, is that you get to see a lot and decide what you want to be looking at that moment or later or whatever in the day, right? Yeah, yeah. So there's a big you know who's on it is like TechCrunch is pretty much on all of this. They're pretty aware of what's going on behind the scenes. And he's not paying his bills. Not only is he not paying his bills, he's well, there's like the whole like the whole Elon Stan thing, where they're like, yeah, it's because he's gonna roll out this awesome thing, and he's gonna be like, surprise, motherfucker, and look at that, we've got X. So like it's just him rolling in from one to another. But I think the most profitable way for him to we've got a little bit of weakness here. So we've got weakness on the 5-minute chart. We are rolling into a bear flat or a bear. Excuse me, a bear. Hold on a second here. Probably gonna cut myself loose here in a moment. You have a bear plane forming right now. They're gonna try to trap you into this close and not let you breathe for air above here in this hourly trigger. Be careful of some real wonkiness here in this close here. They've done this past couple weeks. Have been doing this into the closes when we're bearish. They're getting really tricky in these close. These end of days, they'll run it right down on you. Big red bars into the close. Be careful of it as we close up here. I'm going to wind up closing my position here. It's not much. It's only 25 contracts, but they're trading 9 cents right now. I'm in them for like 20, so I'm going to take an L on this trade right here. I'm going to try to close them out here soon. Still long, though. Looking for a chance to get out and just be flat into this close. I am bearish into tomorrow. I just want you to know that I'm not bullish into tomorrow's open. I'm not bullish at all. Well, I am. On the quarter, I'm bullish. But I'm looking for a positioning in the stock market. Either a retest above 441. That would mean we break above it. Retest it a couple times and start heading higher. Until that happens, or we bottom out, we stop selling off the hourly trigger. I am bearish with a downside target of about minimum 432 and a maximum of 420. And I'm bullish above 441 on a break above it and two retests, one or two big retests of it for the continuation higher to 450, 460. Trade 9 cents right now. I'm about to pull the pin here. So, yeah, Twitter. I don't know what to say about Twitter. I smell it around. I smell it everywhere. Like, not everywhere. I smell it on social media. And I don't know who that company is that's gonna make that product. The one thing that sucks about right now, that was always the case in previous examples, that I don't see present right now. The one part of the puzzle or the soup or the sandwich or whatever you want to call it, like the magic, there usually is already a social media site that is being used by a grassroots community, but it's not planned. It's really trading 10 cents right now. So I want to be clear on this. Like, the one thing about Blue Sky, like what I like about Blue Sky is, it's like, yeah, we're letting people in, like we're letting, like, it's really bizarre. Like, we've turned into this thing. Listen here closely. I want you to hear this, okay? It's very important. When I was a young guy, right? It's a very important thing for me to explain this to you. I'm gonna just close these things out. I want to be very clear with you guys on something. When I was a young guy, right, I used to throw raves, and I was in high school at that time, and I was a soccer player. I was like, I was good in school, but I wasn't the smartest kid, and I wasn't a dumbass. And the people I hung out with, though, right, we were like the tastemakers without people knowing it. So in high school, they didn't know what we did. But you had like literally people getting hired to find kids that were doing something that wasn't in the mainstream. So this is music that's not in the mainstream, a scene, a look, all that stuff became popular years and years and years later, right? Oftentimes today, you'll see a lot of this, it's something that's new. it gets crafted, and it's not organic. They'll play it off as being organic. They'll be like, yeah, we brought over this famous this and this famous that and this trusted person, and they're helping us with this new thing we want you to buy into. And it usually doesn't work. It needs to be organic. And I want, maybe we should be asking 18-year-olds and 17-year-olds or 16-year-olds, because they probably know more than any of us could do or create this. For like social media I'm talking about. Usually in the past, when you get that migration, it typically happens to a place that wasn't like christened or crowned by, I don't know, fucking pomp or fucking, you name them. Like you pick them anywhere out there, right there. It's not normally, it's like, it's natural. And a lot of the alternatives right now are not natural. They're like, we want you to come here and help create this next place. In like, not like Reddit, Dig, Fark, all those places, Yahoo message boards, AOL message boards, it just kind of just took off on its own. Facebook too, to even some extent, and MySpace too. It just kind of happened. And I'm flat right now. Just heads up. I have some monthly puts on the market, but in terms of 0 to 8s, I'm flat. But just think about that. If it's not a natural migration, if it's not already being done, that's my point here is there any place out there, any social media out? The only thing I could think of would be TikTok. I know we make fun of it all day long, but it might be TikTok. Or it might be a VR world or something. I don't know, but yeah, no, it's not Truth Social. It's not DWAC. It's not any of those. So those are all not problem, but a lot of these places that are being offered are like, you're being trapped into an echo chamber. Whatever echo chamber you like to be in, so you can scream at each other and you all agree with each other. That's a lot of what's being offered up right now. Where people with power, like you've got like these big egos out there that are like, here, come to my Twitter. Here, come to my Twitter. Here, come to my Twitter, you know? I smell the migration. I just don't know where it is. It's not normally to a place that's been christened as the place to go. When you're the first person there, it's normal. You kind of just know it. It's usually very young people that know it. So what we think might be the heir apparent, where like you and I might think that Twitter is the future or X is the future. I know that like TikTok sucks. And I know the whole China thing. I get all that, but it would not shock me to see like news starting to come out of TikTok, like real time, stuff like that. I don't know if it's TikTok. I don't know. I'm not saying it is TikTok. I'm saying that it's usually something like that. No. It's not Mastodon. It's not Mastodon. It's not Blue Sky. It's not any of those things. Those are likely not the place. It could be, but it's likely not. Yeah. Yeah, I want, if you're an older person and you think back to all of the migrations, every migration was to something that nobody was paying attention to. It was very natural. No one had to talk you into it. You're just like, ooh, this is awesome. I kind of like this. Like, and you made that community. Let's go full circle back to print media. I'm fascinated by it. I'm interested to find out what it is. Hey, MZT Tech, thanks for becoming a member. I appreciate it, brother. Telegram. No, I really think it. I have a feeling that it's. I have a feeling that it's likely going to be Discord. Yeah, 4chan had a possibility of being that. I was a 4chan member. I was a B-board member way back in the day. The human chip mind hive. I love some of the answers you guys are giving. Yeah, or I would like if TikTok could become. Oh, dude, remember, dude, hold on, really fun. So someone said that. So Regenerator X said they were a B-board guy. Do you guys remember that time way back in like 2012? Like when that company tried to do Twitter posts rolling in their event? It was in like this big event space. And like B-Board like started launching like, hey, if you make this tweet right now, it's going to show up for like 50,000 people to see. And then they found out all the people that were running the event. Was it Triago or something? Triago or Tiago, I forget. Yeah, do you remember that shit? Do you remember the whole... Yeah, dude, exactly. Do you remember that shit? That shit was crazy. Yeah, of course, they take over with racism. Well, you know, it used to not be... There was even a time when it was more to piss off Karens and stuff. It wasn't to actually be racist. It was more about trolling people. Now, of course, people are drinking that shit, and that's what they are, but it was kind of innocent back then, in my view. It wasn't. There was no intent. I'm just fascinated by the whole. Whenever it happens, wherever it happens to, I think the best company set up for it is likely, if they can transform, would likely be Discord. They probably have the most like. They're quiet in the background, let you do whatever you want, but they're not set up, of course, for it to happen. Because you need that you need that ease of access, which Discord, and you need to be able to see everything. Like, oh, today look at this. There's like stitching and bitching. I can go over there and find out what do the stitching and bitches do. Oh, what does this guy do? Oh, how to eat erasers. I'm gonna go check out that sub, right? All they do is eat erasers. Let's check it out. Like exploring and finding cool stuff. That's another side of it too, right? The writing bots back in the day to help spam votes in 2012 for Pitbull to show up. Yeah, I remember that. Remember the Pitbull showing up to Walmart, Alaska, dude. I remember that shit. Yeah, you know what? I think Discord has to transform. I think it has to transform. It has to make that transformation. I don't think Discord is it right now. I think they have the ability to become it. Did I remember that? I remember that Pitbull stuff. Like, sent him up to Alaska to Walmart. They did that. Remember Bodie McBoatface? Like, you guys remember all that shit, right? They just start running all these contests and stuff. Which contest can we win next? Maybe Twitch. I don't know. I think I think Twitch, it has its place, but I think that like I'm talking about real time dissemination of information. Reddit was really good at some of that. Twitter was better, of course, but then the discussions that took place in Reddit were amazing back in the day. They were fucking amazing. Like Reddit back in the day, Reddit was fucking. I was remember Reddit when they were making fake posts and fake discussions, just to get people on it. But it, dude, like, I'd love to see that again. Yeah, somebody. Yeah, no. Yeah, Caesar expects just lingering. They try to. They astroturf that now. When I was young, brands would send people out. I'd be at raves and shit, and like brand people would be like, "Hey man, can we talk to you for 5 minutes?" This is way back in the day. It's like mid 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. Now it's like they don't even bother anymore. They're creating they don't have entire underground movements. Like the raves I used to go to, they would be like malls that were closed, and you'd take over a mall. Like 15-year-old kids like running around with the mafia. Like they had mafia in New York and Boston, Rhode Island and shit, like real mafia, Italian mafia. And they were running like gangs of kids selling drugs and stuff. The rave scene was like probably the last real true major underground movement around the world. Like craziness, like pure craziness. And it was a silent culture too. You didn't know about it in schools, didn't know what was going on. You had like 16-year-old kids driving BMWs and shit coming into a parking lot in high school. It was really bizarre. It was a very bizarre time. Yeah. Very, 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 very bizarre time. But I mean, my point here is that you have tastemakers And tastemakers can't be bought. They can't be bought. You're not going to buy them. You're not going to create them. You're not. They try to right now. It's a big thing to do right now. Like anoint someone as the place for all of you to migrate to. It's everything that a company or a corporation or an oligarch wants, to be that anointer of that. We getting the creepy crawling in the clothes or what? So I'm fascinated by it. I'm fascinated as culture changes over time, how that translates, what young people think. I got to ask my oldest daughter, but she's very mainstream. She's not a counterculture person. You need someone that's like very counterculture, that's very counterculture and very young to ask. I would love to know what their answer is. So if you know any kids, they're like 16 to 20 years old. If you have children that are extremely counterculture, ask them. Be like, hey, what's going to happen? Hey, kids, with the skateboard over your shoulder, because that they probably have the answer. I don't think adults have the answer. These kids are definitely not your, like, if your kids are, even if they're fringe but still kind of normal, they're probably not it. But there's kids out there that know what it is. They're probably definitively, too. Probably like, yeah, man, it's not any of those things. Yeah, that's a good point, too. It's harder and harder to get counterculture. Yeah, it's hard. It's a very, like, these days, it's very much like, let's create the counterculture and sell it to them. It's not as organic as it once was. Yeah, it's Tic Tac. I think it might be, too. Yeah, I don't know. You got to ask a 16-year-old that's like, or ask your son or daughter to find out from their friends. I'm going to ask my kids tonight. That's what I see is the TikTok, man. Yeah, we have a very fucked up, like, they want to monetize us. They're trying to create it, trying to force it. That's not no bueno. And you got to remember that these kids are going to one day grow up and be reporters. Like a 16-year-old that might be doing TikTok right now, they're going to graduate college at 24 or 21 or 24 or something. You know, they get a master's or something, start reporting for Wall Street Journal, and they're going to be on TikTok. I know you don't think that's possible, but they are. They're going to be on one of these sites doing their thing. And it's going to be wild to see. I know you can't envision this, but when I was a kid, I remember that adults couldn't envision Reddit. They couldn't envision MySpace. They couldn't envision Facebook as being the place, or even Twitter being the place. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the answer is. Yeah, what's the prediction for end of cable news? I agree with that, too, and the new takeover. It's a good question. President Kevin Bacon. Next question from the TikTok reporter. You know what? I thought The Rock would be the guy. I was like, The Rock could totally be president. Everybody would vote. If he took like a very like mainstream, just like middle of the road approach, he'd be president. I haven't watched cable news in years. I don't watch it anymore. Don't bother. Don't know, don't care. Oh, here's the squeeze, baby. 4:30. Oh, there's the creepy crawling up the wall. Oh. Lo-fi, everybody's going lo-fi. Cans and string. Can you smell what the... I swear it's someone like that. Like, it'd be too easy. Yeah, that's true, too. FX Retracer. It broke Bin Laden. I was on a big trip when that happened. I was in this really nice B&B. I was down by the wall in Utah. And it had, like, this big, nice patio. And it came on, and I was like, oh, shit. You remember that? Like Obama came walking out. Obama had like pimp music. He did like the long walk down the hallway, and he was like strolling. Dun 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 dun. He's like, we got him. You remember that? I love ham radio. I remember that. That was late night too, where I was. I was in Utah. I was on a big vacation. It was a beautiful fucking night, man. Matter of fact, so the bed and breakfast I was in, I'll look it up right now. Tell you exactly where I was. You want to see? You want to see how nice of a place I was in? We're bringing back memories now. Let me see where this is. Where is this? I was staying in this really nice place. Hold on here. It's in Escalante, I think. No. What the fuck is going on with Google right now? It was a bed and breakfast. And it had like the stone like place to cook outside. Let me see if I can get images of it. This place was insane. And they had bulls. Oh, dude, it was called the Slot Canyons Inn, I think. Slot Canyons Inn. Everybody ever stay at Bryce Canyon? Is that the right place? Yeah, that's where I stayed. I was staying there right when that happened. You want to see a badass place? I stayed at a place called Slot Canyons Inn. I think. It had this like really stupid, awesome, still dirt cheap down there. I can't believe how cheap it is. Is this the right place? Let's see if I've got the right place here or not. An outdoor kitchen that was insane. Slot Canyons Inn. Let me see if this was the place. Outdoor dining, maybe? See if this is the right place. I don't know if this is the right place. They had like a kitchen and stuff outside. It was all like inlaid porcelain, stuff like that. I don't know if this was the place. Let's ask my wife. We'll find out. That was a crazy night, though. It was like really late at night. My wife was sleeping, and I remember that shit happened, and it was fucking wild. I don't know if this was the place. I might have it wrong. The place that I went to had like a bunch of like bulls, like longhorn bulls out in front. And then like you'd walk up and there was like wraparound kitchen outside. I don't know if it was Escalante or Bryce Canyon. I'm bullish here. I'm bullish into this close. They're going to try to fake this out. They're like revenge trading this. They're raging pissed, these sellers. Give me the creepy crawly green up to the top of the wall so I can add to my position. Give me the creepy crawly. Dude, I'm going to have to get some zero dates for tomorrow. Dude. 443, nope. 441 maybe? 80 cents for 441s. I'm going to put some shit tickets on for tomorrow for 443C. Hold on here. 443C for tomorrow. I ain't buying this bullshit, man. It's this close. ES looks like it wants to rip some faces off right now. I think it's SPX. Dude, what the fuck are these sellers doing, dude? They're going to try to trap this in the overnight? It's a very dangerous trade. Don't follow me on it. I'm on some calls for tomorrow. There's a high risk of rolling over in the middle of the night. These fucking bears are going to try to sell this down in the overnight. I got some just cheapies. I got a 443C for tomorrow. It's more of a lotto ticket. There's a trap here for bulls. Just a heads up. I don't know if it's in the overnight. I don't know when it is. I really want to buy puts right here. And I'm not buying these fucking bears down here. This is not the place to be buying puts. So among some calls in it tomorrow. If you don't trade futures, you have no trade. Because they're going to try to come in and try to sell this in the overnight. If you are a futures trader, you want to be paying attention to, in the overnight, you're looking for 44.58.75. You want to see if there's a rejection there. Be really fucking careful, dude, in sell side. We could squeeze. Some long here in this bell on some 0 dates for tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Maybe retailers are still in charge of this market. Maybe everybody's still on vacation until Monday. Oh, yeah, baby. 443 is printing right now. Oh, yeah, making my money back from that lot L right now. Whoa, I'm up 4 cents. They're trying to sell futures right now. I don't know, man. You better get on it if you're a bear. You better get on futures. Try to sell this. You're riding? They're going to try to sell this right as we hit the fucking 4 o'clock bell. If you're in those calls, you could always take the money and run on the bell up here. We got 2 minutes left. You know, always try to take the money and run right on the last tick right there. Oh, look at these sneaky bastards buying this shit. Look at these goddamn dealers. Goddamn dealers. You riding it? I'm at 31 cents right now in the last post. What the fuck is going on? Oh, now I'm down to 29 cents. I gotta pay attention to this after the bell. Come on, baby. Ride it for daddy. Dude, these guys are brutal. They're trying to revenge sell it right now. Look at them. I mean, look at this close right here. They're trying. Okay, I will catch up with you guys tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning. I'm gonna try to schedule something over the weekend where we record a video, and I'm gonna go through the white paper with you guys with examples so that you can see what I'm talking about on video. I'll give you prior examples to each example, so you have a reference point to trade with us day in and day out. So if you're looking for like an explanation as to what we're doing, I'll go over this with you tomorrow, or not tomorrow, over the weekend at some point. I'll make a video a live stream in the morning or nighttime. We'll make that the introductory video for trading with us week in, week out, quarter in, quarter out. So you can see what my thoughts are here. You can like something to reference. So if you're like, I don't understand what he's talking about, you can go back in chapter and be like, oh, now I know what he's talking about. So I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning, and then plan on doing a educational live stream over the weekend. I appreciate you showing up with me here today. Thanks for being here, and I will see you guys tomorrow, baby, 9:30 in the morning. Hope you all had a great vacation. Hope you all can continue your vacation into the weekend and come back fresh on Monday. Yeah, I'll see you guys all. Hope you guys made money today. It was a good day, so I'm pretty happy. Yeah, we'll start this. We're gonna start rolling this stuff out. We're right there, so we're gonna start rolling out what we're doing. I'm gonna get in touch with these guys over the weekend and see what they're up to, and try to start getting this stuff on the road. I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you are in futures, again, that number is 4459.